What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wrench Heads. So today I am going to be by myself today because Rich has a little boo-boo with his back, but he's doing good. You know, take time to heal. So it is what it is. But today I'm going to do a little update before I get into this video. So on the last video, one of our issues was the brake line. So as you can see on this side, some of it is currently missing. So I try to loosen the brake line from the hard lines from the soft line, and it end up cracking on the brake line side. So we end up just cutting some of the hard line and then melting the coating that was covering it, so this side could be flared out, and then adding another part of a new brake line onto this one and flaring that out, and then just making a whole new one from this part on to connect to the braided line that I have going on this side. Yeah, so that's basically all the update. I did test fit the new control arms for the rear. They did look pretty good. I am gonna say that these JDM rear control kit is a tighter fit than the OEM ones, so keep that in mind when you order these. So I did have to pry this a little bit out and then put that in. And this one I did have to, hammer it in a little, but it did fit good. It's not crazy, it's not gonna bend these crazy, so no worries on that. What else? And that's basically it for the update. So what I'm going to be doing today is doing the other side, putting the other side on, tightening stuff up, and getting this one on. Let me get a better view. As you can see, for this lower control arm that's in the back, I ended up just taking the bracket off and then taking the control arm off when I took the bracket off, because it's hard to squeeze a wrench in between this and getting a good leverage to pull on it. So keep that in mind. Just take these off and you'll be better off taking the control arm off for this one. And this side, I might end up doing the same thing that I'm doing on that side, because it looks like, even though this side came off pretty easy, it looked like there's still some leaking, or it might have cracked anyway from this beginning piece right here being so rusted. So might end up doing the same thing on this side. So let me set up the camera and let me get into it. right, so what I was showing y'all is the bolts. So they gave bolts, so it goes in these grooves. You see that part right here? They sit in there good, and it stops it from moving. And it's also on the other side, if you can see, right? That metal piece I showed you, it sits right in the groove, and it locks. It's like, I guess it locks it in pretty good. And then I just put the nut on it. All right. So I got the leading, and I have the trailing arm on. All right. So that's how you put these on. Like I said, like I showed you, it is a tight fit. So I did pry this a little bit wider, but once I tighten these down, it'll be real good, solid, like normal. And I did have to use sledgehammer a little on this one to get it in there, but it fits. And if you see, so even this cross member, I kind of, you know, sand off as much rust as I can, surface rust, and I just primed it, whatever, to make it look nicer on the bottom, not all rusted out and stuff. I also wanted to show y'all, from the last video, I did have the sway bar on, which is off right now, but the sway bar, the mounting point for that is this one. Came off pretty good. Didn't get stuck. And then the other one is right here. So the new bracket goes right here. So one, and it's gonna give you the bracket on the passenger side, and then on the driver's side, the bracket is right here. And as you see, the two bolts snapped as I was taking them out. So now I gotta try to extract these and then put a new helicoat it and put a new tap in it. So yeah, 2 mounting points for the sway bar is that. I do have one more thing I gotta put on, which is the lower control arm, which is this. So I'm gonna put this on real quick, and this one is a tight fit, a very tight one. So I'm gonna see how I get this on and try to make it as easy as possible. All right, so let me set up the camera and we'll put this on. You have it, the last control arm, and like I said, it is a tight fit. You saw I had to use a sledgehammer to get this in here. Once you get one side in, just slide the bolt in so this side doesn't move. Hammer this side in so it's even, and then slide the bolt the rest way out, and you should be good. So this is going to be the end of this video of putting in the JDM rear control arm kit. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know below. Comment, subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Help support us, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep trying to, you know, try to knock out as much as I can on this car while we still have warm weather. Surprisingly, up here it's like 60 degrees outside and it's December. So yeah, comment, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. And I think that's about it for this video. As usual, Wrench Daily.